Hey y'all, it's Miss A. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Welcome back. We are only 2 weeks away from Christmas break, guys. We can do it. That is 10 school days, and then we get 2 whole weeks off for Christmas break. We can make it. We are almost there. So for today, we are going to be looking at ratios. We're going to be writing ratios from pictures. And we're going to write them in 2 ways. We're going to write them with a colon, and we're going to write them as a fraction. Fraction is probably one of the most important ways, in my opinion, because then once it's as a fraction, you can make it a unit rate. You could reduce it. You could simplify. You could use it to solve another problem in a proportion. So we're always going to make it as a fraction. We're going to start with a ratio with the colon in the middle today, and then we'll make it into a fraction in the end. It's very simple. So ratios are just the comparison of 2 quantities. Sometimes it's comparing a part to part. Sometimes it's comparing a part to a whole. Just depends on what the question's asking. So hopefully y'all find this pretty easy. I know we're doing it in math class right now, or we did it last week. So this should be kind of a review for you as well. On the first one, we've got this image. I know it's kind of hard to see, but these are tomatoes, and then these are onions. And we want to write the ratio of tomatoes to onions. Now, the way that they ask for the ratio is extremely important. Whatever they ask for first needs to be your first number or your numerator if you're writing it as a fraction. Okay, so very important not to flip the 2. So here we need to come up with tomatoes first. So we're going to count our tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That number goes first. And then instead of putting the word 2, we're going to put these 2 dots that are a colon, and we say that as the word 2. So I'll explain that here in a second. But instead of putting the word 2, we just put these 2 colons. And then now we count the onions, which is 3. So there's my ratio, tomatoes to onions, 4 to 3. Okay, we read this as the word 2, 4 to 3. And then now we're going to write it as a fraction. Very simple. The first number is your numerator. Second number is your denominator. And that's it, 4 to 3. We read this as the same way, 4 to 3. All right, on the next one, we've got some images of some cups here. We've got 2 coffee mugs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want the ratio of coffee mugs first, which was 2. And then put your colon, and then your regular glasses. I believe that was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So there's my ratio, 2 to 8. And then we can write that as a fraction as 2 over 8. Remember, first number goes as your numerator. Second number is your denominator. All right, here we go. Number 3, we have some short sleeve shirts and some long sleeve. We want the ratio of long sleeve to short sleeve. So long sleeve first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put your colon. Short sleeve is 5. 4 to 5. Now, I do want to point out real quick that up here, you notice that this ratio was improper. The bigger number was the numerator. That's okay. This is one of the only times that we can leave a fraction as an improper fraction when we're writing ratios. So don't worry about that. All right, and then for these last 2, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, complete them on your own, see what you get as an answer, and then unpause and see if you get the same answer as me. Okay? So go ahead and pause your video, do them on your own, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, so on the next one, we have some chess pieces. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the difference between these 2, okay? We're just going to, right here, we're going to call these the white pieces and these the black pieces. I've never understood chess, so I'm not going to start now. So here we want these white pieces to be listed first. There are 6 of them. Then goes our colon. And these black pieces, there are 3. So the ratio is 6 to 3. And then on the last one, we have some, looks like iPhones, some binoculars. We want the ratio of binoculars to iPhones. So binoculars go first. There's 3. Then my colon, there's 2 phones. So 3 to 2. Don't forget to write it as a fraction. First number goes on top, second number goes on bottom. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy, guys. We're going to do a couple more examples, a little bit different on the back. All right, here we are looking at part to whole ratios. So if you look here, it says that the ratio of chairs to furniture. Everything pictured up here is furniture. So when we get this number, we need to come up with the whole thing. So we want chairs first and then furniture. Chairs were 1, 2, 3. So that's my first number, then my colon. And then furniture is everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my ratio is 3 to 5. All right, here, these are kind of dark. We've got, looks like broccoli and some pumpkins. So this one says, what's the ratio of pumpkins to vegetables? Everything is a vegetable. So pumpkins go first, that is 2. Then my colon. Vegetables were everything. There's 5, 6, 7. So 2 to 7 is my ratio. All right, number 3 says, what's the ratio of animals to camels? So first of all, animals are everything. A camel is an animal and a horse is an animal. So my animals are 4. Then my colon. And then camels are 3. 4 to 3. This one is an improper fraction, and that's okay. Improper fractions are okay as we're writing ratios. All right, so go ahead and do these last 2 on your own. Pause the video, see how well you do, and then unpause, and we'll see if you got them correct. All right, we want to write the ratio of tools to knives. So tools, a knife is a tool, and I think it's a wrench. Yeah, wrench is a tool. So everything is a tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then knives were 4. So 5 to 4 is my ratio. That is a fraction. Your IXL today is going to be looking at fractions. All right, and then the last one, ratio of ladybugs to insects. So ladybugs need to go first, which was 2. And then insects are everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 2 to 6. And then we can write that as a fraction as 2 to 6. And that's it, guys. Writing ratios is just comparing 2 different things. Sometimes it's part to part. Sometimes it's part to whole. Just pay attention to the way they ask you. It's read it carefully to know what they're asking of you. And remember that whatever they give you first has to be the first number. Whatever they give you second has to be the second number. Doesn't depend on the picture. Depends on how they ask you for the ratio. So animals to camels or camels to animals, depending on how they ask. If y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You know I'm available on Zoom, or you can send me an email in Canvas, and I'll get back with you. If y'all need any help, you're fine. Just make sure you complete your IXL skill, and I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.